Hey guys, Jay Chen here with a video. I figured in this one I would talk about my strategy that I did this round. So this is round 2 of 2016. As you can see, I am currently in the lead. So I figured I would talk about my strategy this round, what I've done, why I think it worked, just a hypothesis. Um, and sort of just just basically what are the habits and things that I had to do to get here. So I guess the first thing we should talk about, or I'll show you, are my factories. So I have 7 paper factories and so will this be 18 cotton mills? Yep. Um, I've had these cotton mills or I've had cotton mills for most of the round. So my strategy mostly revolved around buying cotton and making thread. So if we take a look at, for example, if we go to the prices, go to the price history, um, for a good bit of the round, thread was doing very good. So this here is what, like 74, and cotton has pretty much stayed very low. So here's 5, so 6, 7. I don't know. This might have been like 10 or 11. Um, so cotton was very low and thread was quite high for most of the round. It only just continued to drop here, little bump up. I'm not sure how much higher it'll go up, but but anyway, so this was a really good profit margin for me. Buying cotton when it was really low and being able to sell the thread. I was never able to have 25 cotton mills. That was my strategy, or like my hope when I started this round, was to build 25 cotton mills. That didn't end up happening. Um, but so yeah, so I guess aside from the profits, I'm going to show you my in and out. This is what I always look at. I look at this almost every day to see how well I'm doing. So one of the things that I would look at is, for example, you know, of my total, right, of my total CV of the 3 million, where is the majority of that coming from? So the majority of that, almost 1 million of that, is coming from change in savings balance. So like I said that before, that was from the profit margins of selling thread. Next up is completed transportation assignments. So pretty good. I actually didn't have too many transports. We'll go over those later. I think I felt like I could have bought a little more, but I was too busy buying cotton to really manage my transports in the mid game, so I didn't buy as many. Next up is production of factories, and then I have my market bonus as well. So as you can see, I didn't get all my market bonus. Obviously, I started making paper, and there was a long line for paper, so I couldn't capture a good chunk of market bonus from that. So I guess we'll jump into my transports. We'll take a look at how many transports I have. So it's kind of hard to tell what I have here, but if you go to purchase a new vehicle, you can see how many you have of each. Um, so I only had 6 planes. I think I could have gotten like probably 8 or 9 of each type, um, and still made a good amount of CV from them. But I ended up not doing that. The reason why, obviously, because with my strategy, I needed to buy a lot of cotton. So if we take a look at my bonuses, so for example, yesterday I consumed 21,000 cotton. That's quite a lot. And throughout the round, when I did have more cotton, I think at one point I had like close to 22 cotton mills. I needed to buy a lot of cotton. So this strategy was worked for me. I don't think it's gonna work every round, and I don't think it's definitely not gonna work for every person because you basically have to be online every waking moment to buy every single cotton that is available. Um, to give you an idea of how much cotton I have to buy. So we go to trends, sales on market. It's lagging. I don't know why it's lagging. I'm not sure why it's lagging. I hope it's not my Wi-Fi. Okay. Um, so yesterday there was 28,000 cotton sold. Um, and I think I can't actually see how much I got, but no, I can't get the exact number from it. But if I remember correctly, I bought about 20,000 cotton yesterday. Uh, so yeah, so there was 28,000 sold, and I bought 20,000 of that. Quite a lot actually. So if you can't stay online that long to buy pretty much every cotton that's being sold, then this strategy will definitely not work for you. Um, and because I need to spend so much time online to buy the cotton, and I'm literally just like buy goods, buy goods, buy goods, buy goods. Well, I know there's zero coming, so I'm not too worried. Um, but yeah, like for I don't know, I would say a majority of the round I was pretty much pulling my hair out trying to get every single cotton. Um, and so what else? Okay. Oh, so the other big thing that something I did differently this round was that I trained my staff a little differently. So I kept my drivers in my airplanes. I did retrain some of them to like cotton to spinners. Um, but one of the things that I did though, I just want to show everybody, is that I left some. I made sure to train all of my spinners with driver's license in the very beginning, um, so that if I how can I say it? So these guys are the guys that aren't in my factory, so they're not as good as the ones that are in my factories, and so they have the driver's license, and therefore they are driving my fleet. Um, I found this to be quite helpful. I'm not sure if it's actually any better, but basically the strategy is that even though they're not working in the factories, they're driving a vehicle and they're gaining a lot of points. And then if they do end up with more production points than somebody who's working in the factory, I swap them. Um, or if somebody's sick, I swap them, and I have spinners handy. I find that when you have the employees just sitting in the head office, well, not it is true, they don't gain points sitting in the head office. Um, so because of that, if they always sit in the head office, then you're always going to have inferior staff when someone goes absent. Um, but again, I'm not sure if this is worth the trade-off between having my employees readily available to swap in and out, and the trade-off between like the slower speed of these vehicles. Um, Not sure, but that was my strategy. And because of that, my staff were very good this round. That's definitely one of the biggest um, factors as to why I'm winning. Is because I think my lowest staff is what, like 88, I think. So that's really really good. I did not expect to have it be so good. I have someone else at 88. Oh, I have someone at 88. What is he doing? Here, see, I got this guy at 91. This guy 88. I don't need him there. Um, so yeah. So my staff have definitely been very good. Um, I've been very diligent in making sure to get the best staff possible. I mean, you can do the same thing. Ah, no, someone's calling me. Sorry. Um, so basically, for you, that's not too difficult for you to do. You just gotta remember to basically check the unemployment line very often, and grab all the good staff. Um, and the more you're online, the more you're able to do that. And what is the last? Oh, yeah, I guess I should talk about the paper. So paper is not bad in terms of profits, right? It's at 63. What is that? 6. It was at 5 for most when I started making paper, basically. So it's good profits, and I think when I started making paper, paper was at like 85 or something crazy like that. Um, so like the profit is good, but it just takes forever to sell paper. Let's take a look at this. 166. So if I take a look at how much paper is sold, so there was like I think sometimes like 8 or 9 thousand sold a day. I think the day before that was like 9,000. So basically, the paper that I'm making today isn't gonna get sold. It's just there's just so much of it. The line is so massive. It's second to wheat, but at least people buy more wheat than paper. Um, so there's definitely that risk, if you want to call it, or downside in choosing to produce something like that. Whereas, for example, Thread, I can generally get my market bonus every day from Thread. Um, so yeah, I and because of the strategy that I chose, I really didn't have any time to compete in the S rank. Um, so that's why not doing too well there. I'm doing really poorly actually. Eh, oh well, happens. And I guess the last thing, okay, so the last thing I want to show you guys is the little spreadsheet that I have. I'll put this on the link to with the video. These are currently with U.S. prices, but I made one for Sweden. Basically, what I've always been doing is I would always just paste in the today's prices and then try and figure out, what's the best profit, and just basically build off of that depending on what everybody else is building. I may or may not build some of those things. So yeah, so that's basically my company. I think I got a little lucky this round that I basically decided ahead of time that I was going to try and go for 25 cotton mills. And I got. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was really luck or if that was actually market forces that caused the thread to stay high and the cotton to stay low. But yep. So that's my strategy. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the Tycoon forums. I don't read the YouTube forums, so leave a comment in the Tycoon forums. All right, guys, that's it. And see ya.